Welcome back then to Ayrton Senna Super Monaco GP2 and me, the question mark, and we are on episode 33, I believe today. Is it 33? Yeah, 33. 3 big races in this championship. We're going after Senna. He is going to be our rival today. That's decided. Don't take any crazy chances, says Senna. And it's raining in Britain. That's fine. Don't have a problem with that. What we do have a problem with is crashing. We don't want to crash today because we absolutely need to win this race. If we want to be the champion this year, we need to win this race. And I think it's entirely possible, if not, very possible to win this race. We just got to execute. And we've not always executed particularly well in past episodes. And already you can see that I'm not driving particularly well on this qualifying lap, but nevertheless we keep going. And yeah, it is a really big race, and so is the next one in Germany, but we're going to try and take it race by race, mainly because Hungary, which is the third race in today's episode, well, we all know is not a favourable one for me. And we do want to win the championship this year because we want to avoid having to do yet another season of Ayrton Senna Super Monaco GP, despite the fact that obviously the channel has performed very well, or at least at its best, when I'm playing it in Senna Super Monaco GP2, and that's probably because the vast majority of my videos are about it. But I have got to the point where I really, for my own mental health, need to stop playing the game as much as I have been. And we're already struggling a little bit here, down in 6th. We've already had one collision, but we've got round another one there. Come on, keep going, past this guy. We've got to get over the track. That's not too bad. Up into 4th. Here we go then, round this one. Up to 3rd. Right, we're doing pretty well here. It's been a decent start to the lap. To the race, I should say. But we've got to catch Ayrton Senna, who's in the lead. And of course he's in the lead because we chose to rival him. I did wonder whether I should choose to rival somebody else just to prevent Senna from being, defaulting to either 1st or 2nd place. But I just feel that's not in the spirit of the game. I feel like the whole point of the game ultimately is to beat Senna. That's what you've got to try and do. And that is pretty hard, as I found over and over again doing this save. So there he is. He's in the lead of the race. We are just behind him in 2nd. And we're doing a really good job at this point of keeping him just ahead of us. I think we've got a great chance. I think we really do have a great chance today. And that collision was inevitable, in my view. And that's fine, because he's still right there. He didn't really get too far away from me, although here comes 3rd place, not far away, so hopefully that doesn't become a new issue. Senna's just in front of us, and I'm not being able to use the slipstream very well there. We've gone past him. We're up into the lead. In fact, I think he's only just behind me. But we are in the lead of the British Grand Prix, a race we absolutely have to win if we're going to be the Formula 1 World Champion in Season 7 of this save. I am struggling a little bit in terms of just internally. The nerves are jangling somewhat because this is a real opportunity now to get all 10 points and really reel Ayrton Senna back in a little bit. I mean, obviously if he finishes 2nd, we'll only gain 4 points on him, which is not really enough. But it'll do. It'll do today. We just said it was all about winning this one. We'll see what we do on the German Grand Prix and whether we want to once again rival Senna. Really does disincentivize you from doing that when you know he's going to be 1st or 2nd, no matter what you do. And the only thing you can change is whether he is 1st or 2nd, rather than him drop back down the field to a lower position. So, not too much time to go now. We're just nearly 3 seconds ahead of Senna. In fact, we are 3 seconds ahead of Senna. We have got 2 laps to go. It is now just a case of bringing this home. And that gives me a little bit of a chance to talk about other things, like, for example, what we're going to be covering on the channel next week. I continually will ask what you guys want me to have on the channel. It can be anything really, as long as it's kind of a former Mega Drive game, Genesis game, I mean, there may be other platforms as well that I would be willing to go with. I've played a little bit of N64, obviously early PlayStation if there's a way to play early PlayStation games. A little bit of Dreamcast I played. One of my friends had one of them. Final lap now. I had a Game Boy myself, but I can't see that being a popular thing to try and play. And also, PC games of a lot of different types. So, if there's something that you want me to cover in the future, I'm not saying it'll be next week, because by the time this comes out, next week will have been long recorded, I think, given how much I'm stockpiling episodes at this point. But, yeah. At some point in the future, I will try and do some of those things. So yeah, give some suggestions. In the meantime, if you can't be bothered to give any suggestions, or can't think of anything, obviously, then just give us a like. Subscribe to the channel and help us out in terms of the future and people watching this in the future. But a victory here in Great Britain. It's a big win for the Williams team today. And Senna 4 points behind us, which means he's 5 points ahead of us in the championship overall. But given that we're now halfway through the season, that is really not bad at all. So, save the game. Is the German Grand Prix up next? Now, do I... No, I've got to play within the spirit of the game. I was very tempted to go with Ferrari as my rival there, but I think it's time we went full on. I don't expect to beat him in Hungary, so I won't challenge him in Hungary, but I do expect to beat him here, and so I feel like I need to challenge him, even though challenging him means that even if I win this race, we'll only gain 4 points on him, which isn't enough to even go into the lead of the championship, and we've got the Duff Hungary race to come up. But that's part of the challenge, ultimately, and we just got to go for it as best we can today. I'd love to be able to, at the very least, what I would like coming out of this season, if we can't beat him in the championship, is for us to take the McLaren. And I'm wondering if we beat him enough in head-to-heads and challenges, then does the game give you the McLaren, the best car in the game, and therefore give you the opportunity to be world champion even more? We finished 4th. That's not bad qualifying. Just got the tricky start of the race to come next. Quickly up into 3rd. No collisions as yet, but there's plenty of opportunity for that coming up. And there's a car right behind me. I don't like how close he is behind me. Okay, got rid of him now. Senna's creating a little bit of a distance, but not too much of one. Oh, I thought I was going to collide with that car, but it didn't happen. We stayed ahead of it, and we're up to 2nd. Tricky corner now. Gone through it, no problem at all. And then hit Senna. That is probably about the best possible result we could have hoped for from challenging Senna for first position. We now lead. Senna's 4 seconds down, and he's 5th in the race. Now, I think he will probably almost certainly build his way back up to 2nd, but we can just hope that he doesn't. We can just hope that he falls back to 3rd overall, or even just stays in 5th. That would be lovely. But we are now in a very good place to win this race. A 2nd win in a row, and more championship points, and putting more pressure on Senna as this season continues. We know we've got to finish the job here, so I'm not taking that for granted. But this is Germany. Feels like we're in about as good a position as you possibly can be in Germany, because not having to catch people is a good place to be. And very, very, very hopeful now. Very, very hopeful. This is, without a doubt, this has been our best tilt at the championship. We have not been great for a very long time, and we have failed on so many occasions to really challenge Senna. This is, without a doubt, the best job we've done so far of challenging Senna for the title. And we've just done our best ever lap on this track, 42.15, Very nice indeed. 7 seconds ahead of Senna, who is up to third and will likely move up to second within the next lap. So we're not going to get huge amounts of points on him. We're going to close to within 1 point if we obviously finish this race. We're going to close to within 1 point of Senna in the World Championship. But we still have to navigate Hungary, and we're going to have to try our best to get some points. Can't just be that Senna gets 10 more points on us in that one. We have to make sure we do our job in that race and get some points. Doesn't have to be lots. Just don't give him, a full 10-point extension of his lead in the championship. But this has gone very, very well so far, this episode. There can be no denying, I cannot complain at all. A victory in Great Britain, and we lead here in Germany with less than 2 laps to go. Yes, we've got to be happy. Still a lot of trickiness there to come up, but if we're coming out of race 9 at just a point behind Senna in the world title, then we have easily had the best season yet of playing this game. I don't know what happens if you win the championship, whether that's the end of the game as well. Like, can you defend the title? I'm not saying I want to, but I'm just interested to know what happens, really. Is it one of those things? What I love about old games in particular is that if you complete the game, it very often just goes, well done, and then the game ends. Like, it's like there's so little fanfare very often with these things, and I would love it if that's what happened with this. It was like, thanks for playing, game over, you won the championship. What more do you want? Take the glory, the internalized glory, just take that and be happy. We've won our second win in a row. Great Britain and Germany conquered. Senna still came second, obviously. We are 1 point behind Senna after 9 races. A fantastic championship season so far for us. Very, very pleased indeed. So, nice job out there. Save. Moving on to round 10 of the championship. Hungary. And we've got a challenger, which I actually am quite happy about, because it means I don't even have to take even a slightly carried way out of this. We're going to accept the challenge, obviously, of Tyrone. We've got no choice. We've got to accept it. And now this might be possible for us to beat our rival on this track. I mean, I'm not super confident, because it is still a track I really don't do well in. But I am reasonably happy with that. I feel like it's something we could achieve. We've just got to be really, really good today. We've got to do the best we've ever done at Hungary. No distractions, no excuses, full on, just the best we can possibly hope for. Hopefully there's no delivery in the middle of this, as there has been at times in the past, or any other reason to pause the game. That was tricky, that was a problem. That turn has to be, we have to be careful with that in the future. But yeah, this has not been, it's been a good episode up to now, and as I say, any points today I'd be happy with, and a win over my rival I'd be ecstatic with. Bloom is in second though. He means business today. Here we go again then. Hungary. I was going to rival the Ferrari, so the fact that we've got a Tyrrell to take on is pretty good. We're up to 5th. That was a good start for me, actually. And we're still in the hunt here amongst the top drivers. And we hit the back of our rival. That corner is a problem for me. I think it's clear that that corner is definitely a problem for me, and it could be the difference today between me finishing and not finishing this race. We're up to 9th again. We are on the start-finish straight, but there's a lot of cars ahead of me. My rival is 3.2 seconds ahead of me. Oh, that was so close to being... it was. I knew that was going to happen then. I could hear him. Oh, and this is the problem. I just cannot cope with Hungary at all. There's far too many hazards. So, rival is now 7.2 seconds ahead of me. We're in 10th, which means we're quite a way out the points as well. So there's lots of work to do here if we're going to get anything from Hungary. I'm not expecting miracles. I'm not expecting to get on the podium place, but I just need some points, and I would like to beat my rival. He knew what race to select me for, though, didn't he? The Tyrant. He knew that he could beat me at Hungary if he challenged me. It's working out well for him at this point. Oh, this one. Oh, we're okay. That was that tricky turn. This one's another one, but we got through it. Okay. We're doing okay. And we're going up to 6th. So into the points positions. Oh, come on. Oh, that's so frustrating when that happens. You're already in recovery mode, and then you get hit by a car from behind, and then another car overtakes you because of it. And then you're still in recovery halfway through the lap because you can't get the gears where you want them to be. Still. That was better. Learnt where that turn needed to be taken on that occasion. Oh, that was close. Okay. Not ideal. But we've had worse. 2 laps to go. I think, to be honest, given how far even 6th position is ahead of me now, it's going to be very tough to get any points from this. And rival is over 10 seconds ahead of me, so that's not happening. But went through those turns a bit better. Okay. There's the 6th place driver. So let's get ourselves a point. Come on. That's what I really would like to do today, is get a point. Salvage a little bit of something from this race. We were going in just 1 point behind Senna. If he wins this race, I don't want to be more than 10 points behind him. I want to be 10 points exactly at the most. Oh, chance. Yes, we're up to 6th. That was good. We're not going to catch 5th, but we have got a point if we just stay where we are now. And we're going to finish this lap in 6th place. So, not terrible. Best we've ever raced Hungary. Senna didn't win either, which is absolutely glorious. 6 points then behind Senna at the end of this episode, which means actually that we've gained over the course of this episode, not by much, not by a lot, but by a little bit, we've actually gained in points on Senna. So we're coming back to you tomorrow with another 3 races. It's Belgium, it's Italy, and it is Portugal. We like Belgium and Italy, so long as it's not raining in Belgium. We have a chance there, and we have a chance in Italy too. So I am stoked. I really think this is possible. Thank you for joining me today. If you haven't already done so, give us a like. You've made it this far into the video, so you must be liking something. So hit that like button. Give us any comments, you've got any feedback, and as importantly as all that, subscribe, and we'll catch you tomorrow.